This video will probably change your life. Just kidding, it won't. The only thing that will change your life is you taking action. You could follow my workout routine, you could follow the next guy's workout routine, you could follow your own workout routine. The only thing that's going to separate you from achieving your goal, whether it's losing fat, building muscle, living a healthier lifestyle, is actually being consistent and disciplined over a long enough period of time. So, kind of long story short, the reason why I train how I train, calisthenics, very simple compound movements, pull up, chin up, dip, squat, lunges, is I'm trying to solve three things, or I'm trying to do three things. One, I'm not a bodybuilder, so I'm trying to be as efficient and as effective as possible. Again, I'm not training for a bodybuilding competition. I just want to be healthy. I want to be pain-free. I want to be lean, but I want to have muscle. Number two is I want to be able to have a simple enough training regimen and style that it's easy to scale and track. I'm not doing a lot of exercises. Again, I have 6 favorite exercises: pull-ups, chin-ups, dips, push-ups, lunges, squats. I do those things over and over and over again. And I have the freedom to be able to do that wherever I want. Say I'm stuck traveling on the road. Well, I don't have a pull-up bar, so I'm doing a lot of push-ups. I'm doing a lot of squats. I'm doing some core work. But I'm at home, and this is where I work out. And so I don't need to leave to go to a gym where it's crowded, times are inconsistent. I have to get out of bed and drive there, pay for the monthly membership. I have way more peace of mind training in my own home doing this style. So again, it works for me. It's what I want to do. Again, no shame on going to the gym if you have the time and the ability. Again, I'm trying to build a lifestyle that works for me, and this is what works for me. And that's probably the most important part, which goes into number 3, is like, how long again are you going to be able to keep this up? Again, maybe you're training for an event and you need to, lose a certain amount of weight or put on a certain amount of muscle, or, maybe you have a wedding coming up, or whatever it is, and you're trying to do something very strict and as fast as possible. And so there's probably other regimens and other training routines and other strategies to implement to be able to reach those goals. But what I'm trying to look at for my health, wellness overall, recovery, mobility, sleep, mental state of mind is, first off, is it going to be compounding? So does it all kind of affect and roll over, transition into one another? And 2, again, I'm in it for the long haul. I want to think about my health, or I want you to kind of think about your health too, is, it's great to be young and to be super fit and healthy, but what about when you're 50, 60, 70, 80? Have you built the habits and disciplines to still do the things that you've always done? Pull-ups, chin-ups, push-ups. Like, to me, that's the biggest fall off I see from average gym goers. They build these crazy routines, or they jump on these crazy cycles, and then they blow up and they're just not fit. Their lifestyle didn't really reflect it. It did for a short period of time, but they're also prone to a lot of injuries and other, problems because they're taking supplementation, whether legal or illegal, and all of that stuff. So again, I'm not saying that mine is superior. I'm repeating myself and saying, you want to find whatever system works best for you and try to, at least for how I look at it, try to look at it as a lifestyle rather than a short outcome or reward on whatever you're trying to essentially get from it. Because I think with a long-term, look at it, long-term view, you're going to be a lot more patient with your progress. You're going to be a lot more patient with your, failures and setbacks. You're going to be a lot more patient with being like, you know what? It's like the S&P. Maybe you're only getting 10% a year. And again, it doesn't seem like a lot starting off. You're like, man, I'm not dropping that body fat, or I'm not putting on all that muscle, or whatever it is that you want. But over time, you start to build a really good foundation on good habits of eating clean, doing exercises that are less prone to injury, because you're not doing these isolated movements or trying to power lift or max out your 1 rep max every single day. And so, kind of a rant, kind of an introduction to who I am, how I train, how I will be training. So if you're into calisthenics, if you're into body weight workouts, if you work from home, if you're a remote employee, if you're a dad, a husband, trying to work out with only 30 to 45 minutes a day, that's going to be a lot of my content. Again, I don't spend hours in the gym. I try to get the biggest bang for my buck, and I build systems and habits that help the overall lifestyle on what I'm trying to achieve. So again, long story short, stay disciplined, stay consistent. If you like all of this, join my newsletter where I share all my hacks, systems, supplements, strategies to really be in this game and staying healthy long term. So let's stay after it, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.